Guys got after it at practice today. How do you feel like this team has responded to the loss on Saturday?
I think very well, because I think we have a very workmanship-like team, because we've got workmanship-like players, and they've been like that really all through spring ball day last year in March and all the way through the summertime. So, we've not had to go out there and yank teeth out of their mouth trying to get them practice hard, because they pretty much show up to work, which that makes kind of coaching fun when we get kids who are energized and understand what's in front of them.
Has Lucas maybe even exceeded expectations with the way that he started the season in the passing game?
No. That's he's kind of who he is. I know he's had a chance to. He hadn't caught a lot of passes. I don't know what exact numbers are, total. He's got some touchdowns, which is always nice when you score, because you put 6 points on the board. But yeah, he's tall, long, rangy. The quarterbacks can see him. And it's always nice when you got an extra 2 inches running down the field. You got extra long arms that when you run across linebackers, there's a big tall guy, running behind, you can find him. So big bonus for Kenny in that standpoint. But yeah, he's a talented guy. Runs well, as you all can kind of tell and see and watch him.
On Sundays, when you guys go back and look at film and you see a tight end there catching passes in the end zone, I mean, does that feel any different than it has in years past when you see one of your own guys kind of contributing to the offense in that way?
I guess really no, not at my age. Maybe if you're younger, when a guy caught a pass, you're excited. But to me, it's I think I've been doing this a long time, so it's just just the offense, scoring. That's the job. Offense is to score points. So whether it's a 1 yard plunge or a 99-yard pass, it's still 6 points. That's just how I look at it. I just kind of look at the game and not start fingering, giving little trophies, little flags to guys who did or didn't score. It's just the bottom line. The offense either scores or doesn't, and it's been nice to see. I think there's been points scored in the first 3 games. It's just obviously something we're trying to do, get the ball in the end zone.
Coaching profession is a nomadic profession. Guys move around a lot. You've been here for 7 years. What do you think your secret is to survival?
Survival, huh? Right. I get up early in the morning and run and work out, keep me young. I've been very fortunate. I guess I'm going to be 60 next week. I've had a lot of jobs where I've had kind of longevity, where I didn't like 1 year gone. So I've been blessed from that standpoint. I guess the biggest thing, great question, is that every day is a new day. I just worry about today and tomorrow. I don't worry about anything beyond that. I got to take care of business today. My mind on what's going to happen tomorrow. I'll worry about, what Thursday, tomorrow. Just focus on the very, very short term and not look at the big picture as much, and just keep you, kind of grounded what's right in front of your face.
You find it easier to do as you get older, or harder to do as you get older?
I would think, these are really good questions. Make me think here for a minute. I would probably say that probably as I've gotten older, the highs, aren't as high. I'm talking about, big wins, and the lows are lower. It just seems like, it was a big win. I'm more happy for the kids. I just like to see them celebrating. Who cares about me? But I think sometimes when you lose, no matter what game it is, it just seems like nowadays that's almost lower. But it's still, you wake up the next day and get ready for the next game, because it's upon you quick. You don't have time to reflect on wins or reflect on losses, because the next game's on the horizon before you can turn around. So it's just, jump up and get going for the next game, and that's what I think our team has done. I think we got a lot of kids in this team that are a pleasure to coach, because they have, like I said earlier, a workmanship attitude.
You mentioned the celebrations with, watching players celebrate. For some of the younger guys, when they're celebrating wins, do you worry that sometimes they could get too far down after losses? Guys like the 18, 19-year-olds on this team, not necessarily the super seniors who have kind of seen it all.
Well, I think some of the young guys, because they follow along, it's follow the leader. And I think Coach Dews does a great job, because we pretty much get in, talk about what we had to learn, understand. It's Sunday, that game is gone, and we come in here Monday, and it's into game planning, and their minds get clicked over to what's next. And the faster we all can adapt and adjust to new words, new terms, new game plans, so the opponent's got different schemes to look at and learn, that then obviously it's more time to get ready for a Saturday game, which again, you blink your eyes, it's Saturday. I can't believe it's already Tuesday at 12 o'clock. This week's already flying by now. But it's football, and really when you get down to it, I've always looked at it too. It's 12 one-game seasons. It's not 12 games. I have 12 individual seasons. If I just take care of business this week, then turn the page on the next one. And our players will bounce back, because that's who they are.
Tim, how is Lucas as a leader?
He's good because he's experienced. He's been around. I mean, he's had a lot of experience in his life to understand the goods, the bads, the ups and downs. He's on our Eagles committee, which is selected by players, so it's kind of the next level below captain, and he kind of knows when to keep his mouth shut and kind of knows when to speak up and knows when to say something, and just kind of does what he does. But I think you just go out and play hard. A lot of times, just by lead example is good, and I'm still kind of harping on to make sure we're playing hard every snap. It doesn't matter if you're on the backside, front side, or run a 27-yard pass route down the field. You got to play hard. So you just play hard and good things happen.
What have you seen from your group in the run game?
We've had Gavin Bartholomew, a freshman, a true freshman, that he needs to play more. I'm trying to get him more reps on the field just because I think he is a good player now. It's kind of hard to believe he is a freshman. It seems like he's been around here for years, only been here for a handful of months. But he's strong. I mean, and he likes to play. He's just got great weight room strength, has good knack, and he has not shied away one bit in these first 3 games, no matter what the plays were. And he really plays 2 positions for us, so his learning has doubled. So it's hard on him from that standpoint. But he's responded very well. So we're counting on him the rest of the season, counting on this week versus New Hampshire, and counting on him to have a great career.
What impressed you guys most with Gavin during training camp that led him to have this role, and you wanted to get him even more reps now?
Well, he's a tough guy. I mean, he likes to play. I mean, he's big, strong, and physical, so he's got a great attribute right there just by his physical traits. And he likes to play, and he plays hard. So great, plays hard. So that's kind of a nice quality to have, right? Go play hard, have fun, and that's what he does.
See, you're talking about kind of your experience, and it's an experienced coaching staff, especially on the offensive side with Coach Whip and Coach Forbes and Coach Powell. You guys, what has Brendan Marion brought to the table in that group as a guy that kind of miss him in there with the players sometimes?
That's right. He makes us all feel like he's my grandson. Not quite that bad, but yeah. I mean, he's just one of the reasons he does have a trait and a charisma and got some excitement about him. It's just one more guy around the room that's fun to have there. So he just kind of joined along, and we keep him young too. So don't just think he's the young guy and we're the old guy. I mean. We get his little fanny straightened out also too, so it's just fun to have him around. I mean, he's been a good addition to the staff. So he's here, he's part of us, part of our team. So full speed ahead.